grateful for that moment, it's only fair that we also get to understand what they do, what is this special about the cars that they have, and how executive can they make your event be. Greg, salimia watu.
Hi guys, good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you so much for making my entrance here magical.
Well, that's
such an early morning.
You're welcome. It's a little bit of what most of our clients experience. Yeah.
You just said little bit, so there's more to this.
There's more.
What is this more that we're talking about?
Well, as the name says, it's Marvel Executive. So we want that wow factor when it comes to luxury driving, especially for events and for, you know, various occasions that might call for such. So we really position ourselves to provide executive experiences for our clients who seek out our services. Yeah.
All right, it's executive or executive. It depends on where you schooled, right?
Yeah.
Depends on where you school. So it is purely about high-end cars.
Exactly.
You don't do these other cars?
Well, sometimes our clients want cars, but most of our clients want high-end cars, hence the name executive. So when our clients approach us, we are right to assume that they only want high-end cars.
Right, and I've seen we are so huge on Mercedes-Benz around here. Why did you choose Mercedes-Benz for us this morning? Or Mercedes? Let me just use that word.
I mean, it fits the occasion because we hire these mostly out for events, various events, be they weddings or just other VIP services that we do. And this is just the epitome of luxury.
All right.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. How huge is the market here?
The market is there. What one needs to do is just penetrate it. You know, they need, once you present to people that they need something, then they will eventually come and you know, buy it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so say in a month, how many events would you have, you know, them racing, or would you have your cars racing them? Like, how many people would get to you and say that, you know, they'd want these? And are there scenarios where, you know, just one out of one event, you can get like 3-4 cars going the same?
Of course, when any business starts, is a bit slow. But right now, when given the events and the pandemic and stuff like that, things have been a little bit slow.
Right.
But we are slowly catching up. Things are starting to open up, and we are being increasingly booked, weekends or even weekdays.
Right.
And the clientele are starting to, you know, come back in. Yes.
All right. I'd want to assume that it's not all about events. There's times where you'd get diplomats, dignitaries coming into the country, and therefore maybe an entity would come for a car like this for a month or two or even a year. Is it possible?
Yeah, we haven't had a year, but we've had a couple of months where we hire the car out to just have dignitaries, as you say, and they love our cars. They don't want to let go. Yeah, and we've had many repeat VIP clients who just ask for, I want that car that we had last time. And we're like, okay, fine, we'll get it to you. Yeah.
So what goes into making sure that your car is in order, the management aspect of it? You can imagine it's away from you for like a month or two. What goes into you understanding and tracking and making sure that at least it is okay where it is that it is?
Of course, like many other businesses, our business is built on trust, but we also take legal precautions when we are hiring out cars, especially for long periods of time. We make sure that our clients really understand the terms and conditions, should anything happen or should anything occur. And of course, we track all our vehicles, we know where they are. And so far, so good. We haven't had any incidences where we have had something bad happen to our business.
How long since inception?
It's about close to 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Risks that are there, like genuine risks that you know have gotten you a little bit scared, or your heart's beating for a moment?
I mean, you know, you would never know when an accident would occur. So when you're out, when the vehicles are out there and when they're with the drivers out there, you just hope that these guys are careful enough and that nothing would come out of it. So far so good. We've had very professional team who have been able to handle the vehicles with a lot of care. And also when we've been able to hire them out to VIP clients, they have very professional team that handle the cars with them. So we have not had any major issues.
Okay. So you speak of drivers and I'm thinking, well, are there scenarios where I can just come for the car and I go with it, I'm allowed to go with it, I don't necessarily have to get a driver from your end, or it's in most cases that you have your drivers?
Well, so the three categories, if I may break it down. So we have events that last for like a day or so. These are people who would want to be driven around and they would want to, engage with all the, burden that comes with driving around. So they would want a car that comes with a driver, and we provide that. But there are people who just want to go out and have fun. And so we also provide them, with the car. They just take it and they just go and do their stuff and have fun. Yeah.
And then they bring it back. So prices briefly? Just randomly?
Of course, it's negotiable. And we range from hiring this one out in a day is about 25,000 Kenya shillings. But depending on the situation and the quantity the number of cars that you want, we can work on an agreeable price. Yeah.
So where are you guys located?
We have our offices in Pangani. That's where we are located. Yeah.
All right. Any online businesses that go on?
We have a lot of online presence, and most of our clients have reached out to us because of our online presence. And so the online part is a big portion of the business that we have. Yeah, because it's all about brand. So when you have a brand presence, then you can be able to have a large pool of clients.
And true to it, when you speak about people who are marching into the country, maybe it's their first time there, they'd always want to go online and see what is available for them in terms of motion and in terms of what would help them to move around. And therefore, as we come to a close, your social media platforms, very, very important. And what are some of the things that one needs to have as they come to you before they're able to get this car, apart from the money?
Of course, we like to handle each and every client on an individual basis because different clients have very different needs. And so for each case, we consider carefully what we need. Of course, we won't ask for outrageous things that, clients can't fulfill. So we just listen to each of our clients and what they need and how best we can meet their needs. Yeah.
All right. So I'll need as basic as documentation, my ID and all that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana. Your social media platforms as we close.
Yeah. So you can find us on social media, Marvel Executive Car Hire. We also, when you get there, you can also find contacts where you can be able to reach us as well, also on Facebook. And we'd be happy to serve guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Marvel Executive Car Hire. That is great. A representative from them or from there to make sure that you check them out. I mean, you have no reason whatsoever not to have this grand, beautiful event. I mean, after you can be able to hire this for such a small fee and your event turns out to be spectacular. So we take a quick break and we come back with more after the scene.